You ever watch a movie that just stays with you? For me, that was Silence. The way it showed martyrdom, it didn't feel distant or historical. It made you sit in it. It made you ask, would I really die for Christ? But then it flips it, because it's not just about dying. It's about why you're willing to suffer and who you think you're suffering for. The crazy thing is, a lot of these Japanese Christians weren't dying for the Padre. They were dying for Christ. But Rodriguez, he started to believe it was his fault. Like, they're torturing these people to get to me. And that burden broke him. He forgot they weren't dying for you. They were dying for the one you came to preach. And that right there, that's human. It's what makes the movie so deep. Rodriguez loved them. He couldn't stand watching them suffer, and so he stepped on the image. Not because he stopped believing, but because he was being crushed by guilt. And then comes that moment when Jesus speaks and says, "Trample, for this I was born. I came into the world to be trampled on by men." A lot of people hear that and say, wow, that's so beautiful. But let's be honest. Yes, Jesus was trampled on. Yes, he took on our sin. But that doesn't give us permission to just keep stepping on him. That doesn't mean compromise is holy. Rodriguez didn't step out of pride or rebellion. He broke, and God's mercy was still there even in the silence. But let's not twist the story. Jesus didn't die so we could use his death as a way out when faith gets hard. What also hit me was the people hanging upside down, the ones tortured slowly, the ones who maybe had just recently come to Christ. We don't know how long they were believers. Maybe they were new. Maybe they were seasoned. Either way, they chose to suffer, not because of Rodriguez, but because of their love for Christ. And that brings me back to us. You can know all about Jesus, you can study the scriptures for years, but when suffering hits, when you're stripped of everything, do you still remember why you believe? Rodriguez started out full of zeal. I'm going to Japan to find Padre Ferreira, to do something great for Christ. But when he got there, it was evil, dark, twisted, and he saw that other priest, Ferreira, who said nothing takes root here. It's a swamp. And maybe he was right. But Rodriguez said something deeper. It's not the swamp, it's the soil. The soil is poisoned. And that's true. The land rejected the gospel, not because the gospel was weak, but because the hearts were hardened. In the end, Rodriguez broke. But it wasn't because he didn't love God. It's because he forgot that this wasn't about him. And maybe that's the lesson. We don't suffer for Christ by being strong. We suffer for Christ by remembering that he is the one who already suffered for us.